Hello, my name is Mary Taylor with Better Day Consulting and Credit Repair, and I just want to bring you guys a little short topic I just had on my mind today, and I just want to share with you. And it's called If Your Mate Made Up Your Credit Score, What Would It Look Like? Would it look like the couple on the left that's always arguing and fussing and fighting? Would it look like the couple in the middle that says that ugly couple that swear people jealous of what they got? Or will it be the couple on the right that looks like they have it all together? So we're going to talk about the 5 categories of credit versus the 5 categories of your mate. Again, this is Mary Taylor with Better Day Consulting and Credit Repair. And the categories we'll discuss is your payment history, which is 35% of your credit score, 192.50 points. Your utilization, or the amount you owe, is 30% or 165 points. Your credit history, or your length of credit, is 15% of your credit score, which is 82.5 points. The types of credit or credit mix is 10% of your credit score, which is 55 points. And the new credit or inquiries is also 10% and 55 points. So those points is the max that you can get in each category. Now you may have less in each category. It depends on how your credit file is set up and what's on it and what's reported and everything like that. There's a lot of variations of what's going on in your credit report to make up your score. Excuse me. So we're gonna compare your mate to the FICO pie chart, and the FICO pie chart is, we just went over that, 35% of your payment history, 30% of the amount you owe. Your credit history is 15%, new credit and types of credit is 10%. So there's the happy couple over there. So your payment history. I know you done heard me saying this too many times on this video already, but it's really important you understand how your credit file is made up and how it reports when you get your score. So 35% of your credit score is in payment history, and it's based on how you pay your bills on time. And that's 192.50 points. So your payment history versus your mate. On your payment history on the FICO chart, it wants to know, how do you pay your bills on time? Do you pay your bills on time? And it includes your late payments, your charge-offs, your collections, your foreclosure, bankruptcies, repossession, anything that makes up your payment history, how you paying your bills, whether you're late or whether you got charged off or all that negative stuff. And it also covers the positive stuff where you pay them on time. So that's all in your payment history. But on the mate side, do they pay their bills on time? Your mate's history, your mate have a history too. So have they been married before? Do they have kids? How many kids? Did they complete high school? Do they have a college degree? Do they have a steady employment income? Do they have a reliable vehicle? And are they over their head in debt? So even though payment history compared to the FICO chart, it has the history that's built into it. Your mate has a history that's built into him or her as well. When they come to you, when you guys get together, it's some kind of history, because before you, it was whatever it was. So are they bringing these things into the relationship with their history as well? So answer that question for you and your mate. So we're going to talk about utilization, or the amount you owe. And that's 30% of your credit score. And it's based on how much of your available credit you're using. And the max points you can get in that category is 165 points. So your utilization, how much available credit are you using? Because on each credit card, revolving card, they give you a limit to use, or you using more than what you should use. That makes your scores go down. What is the credit limit for each account? If you look on your credit report, it will tell you the credit limit for whatever particular account you have. It may be an account with Macy's. It may be an account with an American Express account. It may be an account at Walmart, but whatever that revolving credit is, it's going to tell you the credit limit that you can use. So what is the credit limit for each of your accounts? And what is the overall credit limit? Because when you add them all up and you divide them by the number of accounts that you have, then that'll give you an overall average. Are you spending more than 30%? Or you spending less than 10%. So if you're spending less than 30%, that's good. If you're spending less than 10%, that is great. On your mate, we're going to compare your mate utilization. What are they using when they get what are they doing when they get their money? How are they spending it? So do they spend out their paycheck? Do they overspend? Are they going over their credit limit? Are they like spending out their paycheck and then have to borrow for the next paycheck? Do they have to go and pay their loans? Do they buy excessive clothes and shoes and going out and eat and all types of stuff with their paycheck? Are they using less than their paycheck? Are they using less than their paycheck of 30%? Are they saving their money? Do they have money left over to save? Are they investing in their paycheck? With their paycheck, I'm sorry. So we got the credit history and the length of credit, which is 15% of your credit score, based on how long you've had your credit, how long you had your accounts, and it's 82.50 points that you can get as a max in that category, in the credit history or length of credit category. So on the FICO side, we're looking at the length of credit, how long you had your credit accounts. This includes how old your account is, the age of your oldest account, the age of your newest account, the average age of all your accounts together. And on your mate side, how long have they been building credit, or are they building credit at all, or have they been building credit at all? How long they've been making money? Are they constantly between jobs? Did they just get hired? Did they recently get a new job? Can they keep a job? Do they have a career job? How long they been on their job? Have they been on their job 90 days? Or if they just start, they can get medical, dental, vision, 401k, and vacation, right? So that's their credit history. We talking about that. What have they been doing with their money? So we'll go to the next one. The types of credit or the credit mix. 10% of your credit score is your credit mix, and it's based on the different types of credit you have. And that's 55 points in that category, that the max you can get. So your credit mix versus your mate. Okay, so your credit mix is the different types of credit you have. It includes like your revolving credit cards or gas cards, charge cards like American Express that you charge this money, you have to pay the next billing cycle in full. Store cards like JCPenney, Sears, Walmart, Home Depot that you can only use in those stores. You got student loans, you got personal loans, car loans, mortgage, and just regular credit cards that you can use and have a revolving account that you can use over and over and over. Versus your mate, how is their life mixed? You know, we as people, we have different things that we do in our life as well. So we're going to compare that to your credit mix, your life mix. So do we work a full-time job? Do we take care of the kids, the family, or elderly parent, or family member? Do we go to church? Do we go to school? Are we a student? Do we participate in community activities? Do we volunteer? That's what's making up your credit mix for your mate. Different things that they do in life, because we just don't go to work and come home. We do other things in life. So comparing that to your mate, how is that mix with you, and does it is it compatible to you? So inquiries is 10% of your credit score, and it's based on you applying for credit, which is going to give you a hard inquiry. People are like, I don't want no hard inquiry. Well, if you apply for this account, then you subject to get a hard inquiry. Now, some creditors, they don't do hard inquiries because they just do soft inquiries and pull, and they don't give you a hard inquiry. But you have to have one of those creditors, and you can call them and ask them before you get ready to pull the gun. If you already have an account with somebody and you're trying to get a credit line increase or something like that. But anyway, your inquiries versus your mate. So applying for credit result in hard inquiry, and it includes like new credit, and it includes credit line increases. So your mate, what else? What is your mate inquiring about? Are they inquiring about ways to invest? Are they seeking new job opportunities? Are they inquiring about that? Are they inquiring about purchasing their first home or real estate investments? Are they inquiring about that? Are they inquiring about stocks and bonds? Something that, you know, they can cash out later and their money can grow. Are they inquiring about lower interest rates on their credit cards? Are they inquiring about refinancing their car, home, or personal loans to get that interest down lower so they can pay less interest and pay that note off sooner? or they inquiring about credit line increases. So those are things that your mate will be inquiring about versus inquiring about, new credit and lines of credit. I know I'm saying inquiring like I'm crying, but inquiries, some people say inquiries, so it's the same thing. That's just the way I talk down here in South Alabama. So again, if your mate made up your credit score, what would it look like? Just think about the things that we just talked about, and you may have to go back and look at this video again and compare your FICO score with your mate, who your mate is, because that's kind of making you up as well. So is it that couple on the left that's always arguing and fussing and fighting? What are they fussing and fighting about? Are they fussing and fighting about money or what? I mean, I don't know what they're fussing and fighting about. Or he done spent too much, or it ain't enough coming in. That couple in the middle, the other couple that swear people jealous of what they got, they may have a little something. They think they got it all. I don't know. But, you have couples like that, and I don't want you to be that couple either. I want you to look at the couple on the right where they look like they already got it together. They got everything together, and, they dress nice. They look good. They look like they smell good. And it look like his tie is almost matching that dress from what I can see. But that's like a grade A type couple. And that's what you want to look like, you and your mate together. That's what you want your credit to look like. Not look like you got it all together and you crumbling, on the inside with, creditors sending you notice and cut off notice and all that kind of stuff. So, you'll want to look like that couple on the right, and your credit will want to look like that as well. So, I do free credit consults. You can go to creditconsult.betterdayconsulting.com. You can call my number and, just ask some general questions. But if it get too long, I'm going to have you to schedule an appointment on my calendar. You can go to betterdayconsulting.com to our website as well and look around. You can find us on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, and all the social media channels out there. You can Google us on the internet. And again, this is Mary Taylor with Better Day Consulting and Credit Repair. If you want your credit fixed, put Mary Taylor in the mix. And you guys be blessed.